Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So in the previous video, we have seen that basically what is file handling and basically what are the different modes in file handling, right? Now today we are going to deal with the very first mode and that is the R mode, okay? We are going to learn that basically how we can just read a text file using the Python programs, okay? Now what I would be doing is firstly I would be making a text file in my folder in which now just keep this thing in mind that only like always use the folder in which you are writing the programs. Use the text file like make the text file in that particular folder only. Let's say here I have a project, okay, and that project is Udemy content, and inside that I have all the files whatever I have just like written the programs. I have all the programs in one single file, okay. So inside this only I would be making one text file also. Now how to just make a text file? So for that just click on this one, okay, your project, then go to new, and from new go to the file, okay, the first option that is file. Click on file and here just give any name. Let's say I would just give the name as write dot txt and I would just do enter. So this is basically one of a text file which has been opened here. Let me just show you. This one is the file in which you'll be writing the code, and this is the text file. Now I would write some lines in my text file and then we will just read this text file using the Python program. Okay, let me just quickly write some lines. So I would just write this. I would here write this is a Udemy Python course which WHI which you are learning right now. I would just add some more lines. This basically covers all the basic concepts of Python programming language. Okay, so let's say these are the texts which I have written in this in this file. That is, this is a Udemy Python course which you are learning right now. This basically covers all the basic concepts of Python programming language. These are the lines which I have written into my text file. Now what I would do, I would just go to my file handling file in which I'm going to write the program. Fine. Now I would just take a file pointer. I would just, let's say, for now, just take this in a way that if I would just put a comment here and I would just write if basically if returns. Just let me give some space. Okay, here I would just write if returns a file pointer. PER. Okay. Fine. F returns a file pointer. Fine. For now, we can just understand that what is this F. So this F basically returns a file pointer. Now, first thing is that before reading a file, what I would do, I would open it. Let's take it a live example. Let's say you are having a book. Okay, in that a lot of material is written. You want to read that book. So can you just read it while closing? No, you cannot read it, right? You need to open a book and then you need to read whatever is written inside that. Okay. So here firstly what I would do, I would firstly open the file. Open the text file, okay. So open. And in the bracket, I would just write the name of the text file, whatever I am having. So in my case, it is write.txt. Okay. So in my case, the file name is write.txt. Okay. So this is the first method that basically how you just open a file. Okay. So for opening a file, you will take f is equal to open and in the bracket, you will write the name of the file which you want to open. Now, second thing that comes here is that in which mode you want to open. You will want to open it. You basically want to open it there in read mode or in like write mode or which mode you just want to open it. Okay. So in that case, I would be taking that. Firstly, I want to open it in the read mode. So I put a comma and then again I put the semicolon and inside the bracket I wrote R. So we have learned here that basically R, whenever we just write R, okay, R is one of the modes. So what it does, it opens the file for reading, right? So in that case, I just put a comma here and I just like put R here, okay. So that means my file has been opened for reading. Now what next comes is that I need to read my file. So for that, what I would be taking, I would be taking one variable. Okay, I would, let's say my variable name is content. So in content, I would use my file pointer. File pointer means the like F, okay? F, in which what I have done, I have opened my file in the read mode. Now, let's say someone comes and asks to you that, okay, explain me the very first line, whatever you have written. What does this line means? So now from here, just listen to me very carefully, okay? Let someone comes to you and says that explain me the very first line which you have written. So what you are going to do, what you will be explaining to that person, you will be saying that in the first line, I have taken a file pointer and I am opening the write.txt file in the read mode. I am repeating that once more. If you just want to write that thing, just quickly write that. Here I have taken a file pointer and I am opening write.txt file in the read mode. This is what the very first line of this program means. Okay. Now next what I need to do is that I need to print the content, right? I just need to print that whatever is written inside that file, that all should come into my IDE's Python console, right? So I would just write f dot and here I would just read the function, use the function that is read. And now I would at last write print and then content. Now, one more thing here. That basically, here I would just again take that example of the book which I have taken in the starting. So whenever we just like open a book, either you are opening it for reading or writing, that doesn't matter. If you open a book, so we just close that, right? Also, we always close a book whenever we just open a book. At last, whenever we are just finished with the work, we just close that book, right? So the same case happens in this write.txt or sorry text file also, that whenever you are just opening this file, make sure to close that. If you're just not closing it, there is no problem. Basically, it will not show you any error. But if you are opening a file, then closing that file is a good practice. So I would always recommend you to, if you are opening a file, so in that case, just close the file also. Okay, so here I would just write f dot close and then the bracket. And now I would just run my program here. Fine. So here now just look at the Python console. So I just got all the content whichever I have written in that file. Now just see that this is a Udemy Python course which you are learning right now. This basically covers all the basic concepts of Python programming language. This was the content which we have written, right? Just let me quickly open that file once more, right? Now just match. So this was the content, right? So now this is the way that basically if you just want to read your file. Now here we have taken a file which was present in this IDE only. Now here you can just give any path of your desktop or basically on in your C drive or D drive, and then also you can just like open your file for reading. Now how to write in the file, that we will see in the next video, right? So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.